Are you looking to deepen your connections with others on a more meaningful level? In this video, we'll explore the profound teachings of Buddhism on how to connect with others in a truly authentic and compassionate way. 1. Being open and sincere. Being open and honest when you talk to other people is a key part of making real ties with them. According to Buddhism, this concept comes from the idea that telling the truth builds trust, respect, and harmony between people. By encouraging honest and open conversation, we make a space where real connections can grow. It is very important to tell the truth while being kind and caring. Rather than hurting or upsetting people, our words should be meant to help them learn, heal, and grow. Before you talk, think about what you want to say and make sure it comes from a place of love and understanding. Being aware of yourself is a key part of being open and honest with others. We can communicate more honestly and successfully with others if we understand our own thoughts, feelings, and motivations better. Regular mindfulness and self-reflection can help us become more self-aware and make it easier for us to have open and honest talks. Being open and honest doesn't just mean telling the truth. It also means constantly and carefully listening to what other people have to say. To actively listen, we have to be in the talk and try to see things from the other person's point of view without judging them or having ideas about what they might say. Actively listening shows that we care about and value the thoughts and feelings of others, which leads to a stronger connection. To be open and honest with others, we often have to let our guard down and share our fears, doubts, and worries. Accepting our weaknesses can be hard, but it helps us make connections that are more real and important. Opening up about our weaknesses makes room for understanding and sensitivity, letting others see us for who we really are and building trust and connection. Being open to comments from others is an important part of communicating in an open and honest way. By eagerly seeking and accepting constructive feedback, we show that we want to learn and grow, which helps everyone understand and support each other. When someone gives you feedback, try to listen eagerly and without getting defensive. Think about how their point of view can help you grow and improve. When people trust us with their privacy and information, being open and honest sometimes means respecting those rights. When we talk to other people, we need to be careful not to break their trust by giving them private or sensitive information without their permission. By keeping things private and respecting other people's limits, we show that we want to build trust and honesty in our relationships. Talking freely and honestly involves many things, such as being kind and compassionate, becoming more self-aware, practicing active listening, being willing to be vulnerable, accepting feedback, keeping secrets and trust, and encouraging a culture of open communication. 2. Helping each other out. Karuna, the practice of helping each other, is an important part of Buddhism that cuts across national and religious lines. It's an important part of being human that lets us connect with others more deeply and build a sense of togetherness and dependence on each other. Helping others through compassionate action not only improves their well-being, but it also helps us grow in knowledge and understanding. One of the main ideas behind Karuna is that we all share the same human experience. We all go through hard times, pain, and setbacks in life. When we realize this, we can start to understand and care about other people. This empathy link is what makes it possible for us to help each other and build deep relationships. If we want to get better at Karuna, we need to learn about the different ways we can help each other and how they can help our own growth and the well-being of those around us. To really help other people, we need to first learn what they need. To do this, we need to listen carefully and with empathy, letting others say what they think, feel, and worry about without judging them. We can learn more about the specific problems and struggles other people are facing by making a safe and supportive place for open communication. This lets us help them in a meaningful way. A big part of helping each other is giving each other emotional support. By being there for someone, hearing, or saying nice things, we can help them work through their feelings and find comfort when they're upset. As part of emotional support, you can also validate other people's thoughts and feelings, which can help them feel seen, heard, and understood. It is important to support and help others, but it is also important to give them the tools they need to help themselves. This means promoting independence, toughness, and personal growth, as well as giving others chances to improve their skills and abilities. Giving people power not only improves their short-term health and happiness, but it also helps them be successful and happy in the long run. While we are helping each other, it is important to know what our limits and guidelines are. It's normal to want to help other people who are suffering, but we must also look out for our own health and make sure we're not putting too much stress on ourselves or putting our mental, emotional, or physical health at risk. We can keep our ability to help others successfully and sustainably by setting healthy boundaries and taking care of ourselves. It goes both ways when people help each other, and it's important to notice and value the support and help we get from others. Being thankful for the help we get not only makes our relationships stronger, but it also makes us more humble and aware of how we all depend on each other. When we recognize how much we depend on others and show our gratitude, we start a cycle of giving and getting that is good for everyone. One important part of helping each other is being kind to ourselves. We should try to understand, help, and encourage other people, but we should also do the same for ourselves. By being kind to ourselves, we can develop a stronger connection and empathy with others, as well as our own inner knowledge and strength. An important part of Buddhist beliefs is the practice of karuna, which means helping each other. It can help us connect with others in a deeper, more meaningful way. We can make the world a more caring and connected place by understanding what others need, helping them emotionally and practically, giving them power, being aware of our own limits, practicing gratitude, and showing care to ourselves. 3. Spreading happiness. Sharing in other people's happiness and success, or mudita, is a powerful way to build stronger relationships and a feeling of unity. By practicing mudita, we can get rid of feelings of envy and jealousy and replace them with true happiness and admiration for what other people have done. We will look at different ways to grow mudita and use it in our daily lives in this part. One good way to grow mudita is to learn to be thankful for what you have. When we actively recognize and celebrate the good things in our own lives, we are more likely to see and celebrate the happiness of others. Every day, take some time to think about what you're thankful for. Let this lead you to happiness and peace. Being more aware of the good things in your life will make it easier for you to share other people's happiness. One important part of mudita is empathy, which means being able to understand and share other people's feelings. By working on our empathy, we can more easily connect with how other people feel, which lets us share their happiness and celebrate their successes. To become more empathetic, try putting yourself in other people's shoes and picturing how they might feel in different situations. It will feel more natural to share in other people's happiness as you get better at knowing and feeling what they're feeling. Jealousy and envy can make it hard to share in other people's happiness. When people around us succeed, these feelings can make us feel scared or not good enough, which makes it hard to truly celebrate their success. Understand and deal with the fears that cause envy and jealousy if you want to get rid of these negative emotions. First, don't judge your feelings of envy or jealousy. Just name them. Then, try to figure out what's really making you feel these feelings by looking into your fears and insecurities. By dealing with these deeper problems, you can start to break down the walls that keep you from sharing other people's happiness. Metta meditation, or loving kindness meditation, is a strong way to develop mudita. For this type of meditation, you focus on loving, kind, and compassionate thoughts and feelings toward yourself and others. Our hearts can become more open and caring if we practice loving kindness meditation daily. This will make it easier for us to share in the happiness of those around us. Find a comfy, quiet place to sit where you won't be bothered to start practicing loving kindness meditation. Take a few deep breaths and close your eyes. This will help your body and mind rest. I wish you happiness. I hope I stay healthy. Please keep me safe. May I be calm. One more way to develop mudita is to look for chances to celebrate other people's success and happiness. You can do this by planning parties, giving words of praise and support, or just noticing and appreciating the good things people around you have done. By making a space where success and happiness are honored, you can build a sense of unity and connection, which will make other people want to share your happiness. This shared party can start a powerful chain reaction of good vibes and inspiration that makes your connection stronger and gives your relationships a deeper sense of meaning and purpose. To fully incorporate mudita into your daily life, try to share other people's happiness as often as you can. Some easy things that can help with this are smiling at a stranger, complimenting a coworker on their work, or thanking a friend for their support. Find chances to be kind and generous, because these things can help bring people together and make them feel joy and happiness. If you regularly use mudita in your daily interactions, you will find that your relationships with other people grow stronger, more meaningful, and filled with genuine happiness and gratitude. Sharing happy feelings through the practice of mudita is a powerful way to bring people together and make them feel like they are all linked. We can make the world a better place by practicing gratitude, empathy, and loving kindness, getting over our envy and jealousy, and actively enjoying the success and happiness of those around us. The more we learn to share in the happiness of others, the better our own lives become, and the better the lives and happiness of everyone who are on this journey with us. 4. Taking pleasure in each other's successes. Anumodana, or appreciative joy, is an important Buddhist practice that tells us to fully enjoy the successes and accomplishments of others. This practice is similar to mudita, which means sympathetic joy, but it goes one step further by actively showing our respect and gratitude for what others have done. Celebrate each other's successes to make the environment more positive and supportive, which leads to deeper connections and a sense of shared satisfaction. To really accept anumodana, you must first let go of any envy or anger that may come up when you see other people succeed. It's normal to feel jealous, but it gets in the way of our ability to connect with others and respect what they've done. We can become more compassionate and open-hearted by consciously working to get rid of these feelings. This will help us to truly celebrate the success of those around us. When someone reaches a big goal or completes a big task, you can practice anumodana by giving them true praise and support. This can be done by talking or writing, or even by doing something small, like giving someone a hug or a meaningful smile. The important thing is to make sure that our thanks are sincere and not just lip service or something we feel like we have to do. We can also celebrate each other's successes by making it easy for people in our communities and social groups to notice and thank each other for their hard work. This could mean planning celebrations or get-togethers to celebrate accomplishments, or it could just mean recognizing and talking about the accomplishments of those around us in the course of normal conversations. We can help make a place where everyone feels respected and supported by actively encouraging a culture of thanksgiving and celebration. Also, it's important to know that there are different ways to be successful and that everyone has their own special skills and gifts. When you celebrate each other's success, you shouldn't just point out big wins or important goals. You should also value the smaller wins and personal growth that happen along the way. By noticing and celebrating these smaller wins, we can help make the world a better place for everyone by making sure everyone feels seen and respected. Sharing our joy at each other's successes can also help us be thankful for the good things that happen in our own lives. By actively recognizing and celebrating the successes of others, we can become more aware of the good things in our own lives and feel happier and more fulfilled. When we are grateful, we become more open to the good things and events around us, which can help us build stronger relationships with other people. It can have a big effect on team happiness and productivity at work if people celebrate each other's wins. Taking the time to recognize and appreciate the hard work of our coworkers can make the workplace a better place to work, where everyone feels appreciated and is inspired to do their best. This is good for both the employees and the company as a whole, because a positive and supportive work environment can lead to more creativity, new ideas, and total success. Sharing our joy at each other's accomplishments can also help us understand more deeply how all beings are linked, which is a central idea in Buddhism. We start to understand that our own success is connected to the success of those around us when we learn to value and enjoy their accomplishments. By realizing that our own happiness and well-being are closely linked to those of others, this knowledge can help us develop a stronger sense of empathy and kindness. Through the practice of anumodana, celebrating each other's successes is a powerful way to build stronger relationships and make the space more helpful and positive. We can help create a culture of gratitude, empathy, and compassion by actively recognizing and appreciating the accomplishments of those around us. This will make our own lives and the lives of those we deal with better. When we learn to enjoy each other's successes, we not only make our relationships stronger and more meaningful, but we also help make the world a better place for everyone. 5. Do what you say you'll do. Adhithana, which means commitment, is an important part of making strong bonds with other people and building trust. Sticking to our promises and being honest shows that we are trustworthy and sincere, which builds trust and respect in the people around us. This part will go into more detail about how important adhithana is and give us useful tips on how to develop this important quality in our daily lives. Adhithana is based on being consistent. By always keeping our promises, we show that we can be relied on. Being consistent helps our relationships grow and get stronger over time by giving them a solid base. It's important to keep the promises we make if we want to be consistent. Think about whether you have the time, energy, and means to follow through before you agree to do something. When you're not sure, it's better to be honest about what you can't do than to lie about what you can. By setting realistic goals for yourself, you can make sure you can keep your promises, which will improve your relationships in the process. Another important part of adhithana is honesty. When we act with integrity, our actions are in line with our values and principles. This shows that we are serious about living an honest and real life. When our words and deeds match up, people see us as honest and trustworthy, which builds trust and respect in our relationships. To become more honest, you should first be clear about your ideals and principles. Think about what you want out of life and what means most to you. When you know what your ideals are, you should try to show them through your actions and choices. When you fail, be honest with yourself and others, and try to learn from your mistakes and get better. Maintaining our ethics and keeping our promises depends a lot on how well we can communicate. By being open and honest with others, we can make sure that they understand what we mean and what we expect from them. This makes it less likely that there will be misunderstandings and disappointments. Make sure you are clear about what you agree to do and when you will do it when you make a promise. If your situation changes and you can't keep your promise, let them know as soon as possible. Say you're sorry for the trouble this may have caused and offer an alternative answer or a new deadline. You can keep trust and respect in your relationships even when things don't go as planned by being open and honest in how you talk to each other. An important part of adhithana is setting good limits. People can protect their time, energy, and well-being by setting and sticking to limits. This way, they can keep their promises without putting their own needs last. To set good boundaries, you should first know what your limits are and make them clear to others. You should be firm, but also kind, when you say what you want and need. Do not forget that it is okay to turn down requests that do not fit with your values, goals, or resources. You can make sure that your commitments last and that your relationships are based on mutual respect and understanding by setting and sticking to limits. As we try to keep our promises, it's important to be kind to ourselves. We are all human, and sometimes, even when we mean well, we will make mistakes and not keep our promises. When things like this happen, it's important to be kind and understanding to ourselves, recognizing our flaws and learning from them. Whenever you have trouble keeping a promise, think about what happened and see if there are any lessons or insights that can help you grow. Don't forget that making mistakes is a normal part of learning, and that accepting our flaws can help us become stronger and smarter. Following through on what you say you will do is a strong way to build trust, respect, and connection in our relationships. By working on being consistent having integrity, communicating clearly, setting healthy limits, and being kind to ourselves, we can make sure that our promises are kept and that our relationships are based on mutual understanding and support. As you keep doing Adhithana, keep in mind that change and growth are ongoing processes. Be patient with yourself and others, and believe that you can make deeper, more important connections with the people around you if you work at it and pay attention. 6. Being aware and listening carefully. Sati, which means mindfulness, is more than just being present and paying attention when we're with other people. Developing a deep sense of empathy and understanding is also part of it. This helps us connect with others on a deeper level. If you want to learn more about the practice of careful listening and attention, think about the following. Being able to connect with others without judging them is an important part of mindful listening. In order to really hear and understand what other people are saying, we need to put aside our own opinions, beliefs, and ideas. By being aware without judging, we make a place that is open and welcoming for real connection and understanding to happen. A big part of paying attention and listening carefully is getting better at managing your emotions. Being emotionally intelligent means being able to recognize, understand, and control your own feelings as well as understand and relate to other people's emotions. By working on our emotional intelligence, we can better understand how others feel and what they need, which helps us connect with them in a deeper way. Being still and patient helps us process and understand what is being said, which leads to more thoughtful and caring answers. Listening with reflection is a strong way to connect with others on a deeper level. This method involves paying attention to the speaker and then restating or describing what they said to make sure you understand. By repeating what we heard, we not only show that we were paying attention, but we also give the speaker a chance to explain or add to what they said. Better communication and a better sense of connection between people can come from this process. Another important part of mindful hearing is observing body language. Often, nonverbal cues can tell you more than words alone, and being aware of these subtle signs can help you understand what other people are thinking and feeling. By paying attention to and reacting to body language, we can learn more about how others feel and what they need, which can help us connect with more empathy and compassion. When we connect with other people, starting from a place of curiosity can really help us pay attention and listen carefully. We produce an open and engaging environment when we genuinely try to learn and understand other people's points of view. As we discover new ideas and points of view together, this curiosity can help us have deeper conversations and make new connections. When we want to connect with other people, it can be tempting to talk all the time. Mindful listening, on the other hand, also means understanding the importance of silence. Stopping to think before you answer, or just sitting in quiet with someone can give you time to think and understand them better. By recognizing the power of silence, we can make a space that encourages real connection and understanding. We can build better, more meaningful relationships with the people around us by doing these 6 things that are based on Buddhist teachings. We make the world a better place by learning to be open and honest with each other, help each other, share in each other's happiness, enjoy success, keep our promises, and listen carefully.